Hello and welcome to the channel Seen with Chips. If you've been here before, then welcome back. If you haven't been here before, then please consider subscribing and pressing the bell button so that you can be notified of future videos that I make. Well, today what I'm doing is I'm going back to Hog Farm, back to Jed, the Harley mechanic, and we're going to replace the clutch and brake lever on my 2023 Sport Glide. When it came with sort of aluminium coloured brake and clutch lever, and we're going to put some nice new black gloss ones on. So we're going to go into detail as to how these things are changed, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, right, so as I said in the introduction, I've come down to the workshop, the Hog Farm, with Jed, and what we're going to do today is we're going to change some levers. When I bought the bike, we had these aluminium type clutch lever and brake lever, which really they're not chrome and they're not black, and they're not they don't look particularly nice. So what we've done is we've bought a nice new set of nice gloss black levers to go onto the bike, clutch lever and brake lever, and obviously the pins and bits and pieces that you require to go with it. However, the reason that we're going to film this is that levers going on are quite a simple job to do, but there are some things that you really must think about when you're doing it. For instance, things like the micro switches, etc. So what we're going to do now is we'll do the changing, and we'll make a detailed look at how we're doing this. All right?
Yes, as Steve just said there, we're just going to do this. We're going to try and show you this in a little bit more detail than what we normally do. Sorry, that's always an opportune moment, isn't there? Somebody rings you. We're going to show you fitting these levers to this, but even to us, it's a simple job. We'll do it perhaps 5-10 minutes. We'll have it done. But what we're going to try to do with this is we've had a lot of comments, people saying, "Well, that was really good, but can you actually show me the bolt that you undid, or the clip that you undid, or how did you get to that clip, or stuff like that?" And you forget them over the years that we've done it that many times. You forget that. So we were actually going to show you in a little bit more detail actually what you do. So Steve's going to have a bit of a bigger job because he's got to edit all this when we keep slipping up with what we're saying and doing it too quick. So we're going to work on the clutch lever first straight away. So the first thing you would do for the clutch lever, obviously we need to get rid of the tension on the cable. So depending on the year of the bike that you were doing, if you were on a new one like Steve's, this is a year old, it's got the new clutch cable on it. So it's always in the same place. The adjuster's always in the same place. You'll either have a corrugated boot or you'll have the new style. This is the new style one. For those of you who have never seen the new style one, this is it. Fantastic bit of a thing that Harley have done. I'm sure they must have pinched it off somebody else. But all you do with these ones is you actually don't even need a spanner. You just, the little red clip, you can push it in with your fingers. I've just clipped it. You can see I've clipped the little clips in. I'll turn it, so hopefully it'll have popped out. So that's it out there. And all you do is push it in. It's on a spring. So you just push it. And then if Steve shows you at the handlebars now, you'll see now we've got no cable, no tension there in that. So that's as simple as it is. If you haven't got this type, you'll have one with 2 lock nuts on it.
Oh yeah, just having the 2 spanners?
Yeah, an half inch and a 9/16 spanner. So you'll hold one, undo the lock nut, then wind it all the way in. And then when you come to refit it, you just pull it up tight, wind it back out again, feel for the little end plate on the lever, and then it's adjusted correctly. But these new ones are so simple, it's unbelievable.
That makes it very, very, very easy, doesn't it?
Really
I adjusted the clutch cable before when it had the two nuts on it, where you have the locking nut. But this is it just readjusts itself.
Yeah.
Evidently, are these supposed to be self-adjusting as well?
They are. They self-adjust, so you don't need to. It's constantly adjusting for the cable to be stretching, for the stretching the cable. Where it never did that before. You have to manually adjust it all the time. So these are making it simple again, which is really good. So to remove, we've taken out the tension in the cable, which is ideal. We just push it down. We've got no tension there. So what you've got to do then, and this is why we're going to slow this video down, is you've then got to remove, and Steve's going to, there's a little clip, a little circlip on the end of the you can see it there, right up there.
It's so one of those that's going to go bouncing across the workshop, isn't it?
It is. It's always the one. Always have a spare. So you do get spares with the kit. So you've got the one on there and the spare that you've already got. Now,
shall I hold that light so you might?
No, because I'm actually just going to show you something else. What you actually need, you can't get in with the clips to remove it, which makes it really difficult. So really, for what it takes, I'm just going to put the light down so I can actually do it. What we say is undo the mirror, and then you can take the indicator lamp off. So I've actually undone it. I've cheated a little bit. I've undone it so that to show you. So it's an half inch nut. There's a little washer on the back of there, lock washer. So just don't drop that one neither. Can you see everything, Steve, with light? So we've got a nut and a washer. That just falls off. It won't go anywhere. Take the mirror off so you don't drop it. Onto the bench. So now, I'll get the mirror again. You can see the pin there now, and you can see the clip. You see the clip?
Yeah.
Really plain. Right, Steve holds the light as well as the camera. Definitely is a... So then, obviously, can you come here behind me, Steve, a little bit? That's it. Little clip in. You can get them. They are an absolute awful thing. And I just open them and push the pin upwards, if you can. You see how awkward they are. It's awful. There you go. So the pin's gone up, and I've got. Have you got the washer? Yeah. Can you see how I've got my thumb on it, Steve?
Yeah.
Just bring the light a little bit here. So I've actually caught it there. Look. Yeah. That's the one to lose. So, and then don't drop it. So you can see how it's bent, even by just taking it off.
Yeah.
So but it is reusable. Just bend it back again. They are so fine, but obviously they give you a new one. So obviously when you've got that, so that's the trick. That's the bit you lose. So,
it does say in the instructions. I did read the instructions, and it said to take the circlip off and discard it.
Yeah, because you bent it.
Yeah.
So obviously pin out, which is nothing. And then obviously now Steve comes down here a bit. What you've got to do to get it out is you've got to. Can you hold the light?
Like a little,
it's hard, this filming and doing something. You got to pull the cable.
Yeah.
And then pull it out, and then slide it out and then out. Now on this one we've not got such an issue, but can you see the switch? Can you film it? Light, Steve. You need the light. Yeah. You've got the micro switch. So that's your clutch micro switch. So this one's not as critical as what the brake one is, but obviously you've got that now. On these they've changed them again, so you've just got a little, which is like a tensioner.
Yeah.
Pulls out, and that's it, it's off. Now, on the older ones and on the new ones, be very careful. These wear out on them, and also what you get is, if sometimes you'll get people, I don't want to do this really on this, but it is an old one, you'll get them and this bends up, and then they force the lever in and bend it back, and it snaps off. So they set off and think, oh, my clutch lever's lovely, and then all of a sudden it goes really floppy. And the syndrome you get, on the, especially older than this, but on the other ones, you'll get a lever that wobbles like this.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's loose on the pin, it's the fact that you've actually lost that. Right. And I think you can buy them. We just normally take them off another lever, but I think you can buy these. It's even worth just getting. If you've got a wobbly lever like this, especially on an older one, it's like this, just take it off and look if you've got that in place. Because if you haven't, you could even make it with a bit of plastic if you're on an old, something vintage. Yeah. Because it goes back, really, probably back to the 70s. Nothing's really changed here. They've changed this, and they've changed, different things, but everything's just the same as it's been for the last 40 years. Yeah. Just slightly different. Obviously, Steve, you're going somewhere good because everything's nicely greased up.
You're mechanic.
Really good mechanic. Normally these come off and they're dry and they're all gritty. Oh, you must go somewhere really good. Yeah, you need to recommend this guy to everybody, whoever he is. I'm going to clean my hands. Steve's going to edit, and we'll get the clean one back in my hands again in a minute. Okay, so we've got the new one. So it's quite simple, obviously. Ending, There's a little dimple on the back. You can see the dimple. You can see the dimple on the back. Stop, and that basically stops it rotating straight through. So that's in. So that's the cable in. Again, you can actually see when I pull it. Can you see down here, Steve? When I pull the lever, it actually allows me to get a bit of play on it.
Yeah.
You see it there. So obviously, be cautious of the switch, which runs on this. So basically, it's kind of in at the back. Then you need to pull. Can you see here, Steve? This side.
Yeah.
Pull the cable.
And
in. And then obviously we've got our cable in. Then all we do from there is pin in. And you just got to whittle it around a little bit to locate your pin. Can I just go down? Sorry, Steve. For me, didn't check. You did buy the right ones, didn't you, Steve?
I did.
There you go. Just one.
Although, hang on, you see how that's chrome?
Yeah. Oh, you want
schoolboy error? We've got new ones here.
We've got new black ones.
There's new black ones, yeah.
Oh, there we go. So now it's in line. That comes out really easy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that before we got that silly little clip that we possibly would have lost. There's the new end, the new ones. So like Steve says, chrome and black, and new clips.
New circlips, yeah,
to go on. So we put the black one on. Black
one. That went straight in.
Straight in. So now you can see, like, we've got actual. I've got the tensions there already on the clutch lever because the pin's still out. So all I do is push that in, and then the clutch is adjusted. That's it. And I don't know if can you film this, Steve, so that people can actually see there's a slight bit of play in it, which is like so your clutch is not running all the time. So it's correct. Now, if you were doing it on a normal clutch without the new one in, you would have to adjust that for that 8th end play on it. But all you do with this is just pull it, push the clip in, slide back over, put the rubber boots on, and reclip it. The other one takes you a minute or two longer. We've got another clip somewhere, there is. Takes you a bit longer with it. There we go. And that's it. It's on and it's adjusted. And it really is that simple. Albeit, we've got the tricky bit.
Yeah, we've got a circlip to put in.
Circlip. Now, I've had these for that long, I can't even remember. They are that old. They've been manipulated at the ends and everything. They are so hard to get hold of, small ones. They really, really are. These actually, you've actually got it on. 10 to 25 mil, so these go down to 10 mil wide. I think I've filed them and they go less than 10 mil. You can see they just go on. A little bit of pressure. Good luck in finding another set. If you ever can, and if we've got any American viewers watching this, please send Steve a set. He'd love to have his own. And please send a spare set for me. I keep filing these down. And I know in the States you can get them all. Right, so again, if I do this in one, I'll be singing. Again, sort of, I just so ever so gently. See, I lost it. Oh, my eyesight's going. It's good when it don't work, can it?
Yeah, it makes it real.
It makes it real. So again, open, and that's it.
You're in.
It's on.
Well
there you
done.
go. Push it up a little bit, and then it'll click on. The amount of times I've scrolled on the floor trying to find them.
Well, when I got these, I went around everywhere looking for spare ones because I knew that if I was going to do this myself, they were going to be all over the workshop floor.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find any new ones, any spare ones anywhere.
I think Harley actually do sell them. We've got them. I've got them in a box somewhere, a little box. I don't know if you've ever noticed on our videos, but in our workshop we've got like a plastic covered floor. It is an industrial floor, but it's very good because when something falls on it, you can usually find it. It's when you've got a lovely carpeted floor and you can't find anything everywhere. So that's basically the clutch on. So then obviously the indicator back on, and then the mirror back on, and that's your clutch side on. We're gonna put another video up at the minute, so we're not actually gonna bolt this on. So there's 2 videos going to be available for you to watch. We're going to show you changing these, which is going to be in another video. So we're just going to leave that one, and we're going to flick over to the other side, and we're going to do the brake side for you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so we're on the brake side, obviously now. Again, it's the same procedure. There's a little clip underneath. Now this one, if Steve wants to come right round here, you've got to, on this one, definitely remove the indicators, because you can see it's actually underneath the bracketry. So it's actually right there. So obviously the indicator, you could swing it out the way if you wanted to, but for one nut, it's not worth it.
It's not worth bothering, is it? Make it easy for yourself.
Make it easy. So yeah, just remove that. I did undo it, one I cooked earlier. Remember, again, you've got your little lock washer on there. So don't lose that one.
Like that?
Like that, and you see it landed on the bench, and we heard where it drops, and there it is. We got it right there.
That was lucky.
That was lucky. So obviously now you can see, can Steve see it? You can see how tiny it is. Yeah, it's right in there. And we'll actually just show you on the bench actually how big it is that we're taking off. So that's my finger end, and that's the clip we're taking off. So you can see it's tiny. It is tiny little thing.
That's why I couldn't get any circuit pliers to fit it.
Yeah, you need the little ones. So yeah, if you don't drop it. Put some newspaper down. So can you shine the light a bit more, Steve, so I can actually see it? I actually can't see it. Oh, there it is. Could you come up here with the light, Steve? That's it.
Yeah.
So same again, if you open
Push it up
and push it, open and push it. So,
and you've got it.
And I've got it again.
You've got it again, look.
Oh, and I lost it.
Lost it again.
But we lost it, so it proves to show even we lose them. We're not bothered because we've got another one.
We've got a spare one.
I've got a spare one. Right, now.
This is
the bit.
The bit that's...
A bit careful, you've got your micro switch that's here. There is a difference between the newer models, like Steve as well, between the new ones and the older ones. On the new ones, which Steve's got here, you also need to release the housing as well. But on the older ones, you don't need to release the housing, and that's where you can break the micro switch, which is in here. So we'll show you on Steve's, obviously. So T20 Torx screws. I think that's actually still the same, new to old as well. Still the same size. Two of them, you need to remove them. On the new ones, top cover comes off, no issues, no wires, no nothing. It's a switch module. So then you need to just release the switch a little bit, roll them out together. So it comes down slightly, then the lever will come out. Now, if Steve can go a bit that way, you can actually, let's put this lever in. You can actually see the switch that we keep talking, and there's the micro switch there. You can see that's your brake switch. Now, if you've got a brake problem, watch one of Steve's other videos. But on the older ones, what happens is people put this lever in, and they put it in, and they snap the end of that off. They've changed the switches over years. It's a bit better now. It's actually chamfered to a point so that actually when you do push it in at the wrong angle, it'll push it in. On the older ones, it was more a square, a plunger.
On my 2002 Fat Boy, it was just a square pin, or a round pin, but straight out.
That's right.
And which made it easy to actually
snap
break.
It off. Yeah,
that's quite a good design now, because as you say, as you push something on it, it's going to push it in.
It is. So it improves it.
Yeah.
So obviously now with the new one going back in, we've got the new switch. You can see actually the point that pushes the pin, which is this element of it. So again, pinning, and it's a bit of a waggle around really. It's sort of get the bracket in, and then what you've got to do, I don't know if you can see it, there's a locating block here on the end of my finger, which goes into like a square, male and female on the end. So you've got to get it underneath, bit of a waggle with it all, bit of a push, and there it's in. So you can see it at the top. It's in. The lever now, actually, I'm pulling on it, and it can't fall out. I'm going to let go of it. It'll all stay there. It's not like the older ones. They tend to be a bit of a four-handed job. But again, pin in. We'll put the black one in this time, shall we, Steve? Instead of making ourselves look an idiot. So a bit of a waggle again. Bit of a waggle. There you go. And you might need, as much as people will waggle it front to rear, we'll say, you need a bit of a waggle up and down. And then it'll locate the pin a little bit more. So you can see the little pin coming through underneath. So he's got the light on it. And then circlip on, cover back on, bracket back on, job done. Quite simple.
But what I want you to do, I don't want to put you on the spot, but a lot of these videos you watch, they say, yeah, put it back on, and there it is, all on.
Right.
I want to see you do it, Jed. I want to see you do it.
The challenge is here. The challenge is on. And what I'm going to do, just you keep filming, I'm just going to send the bike up just a little bit more, just to get it just fractionally higher. Just so I can actually see it a little bit more. So you can see it. If I make myself look a fool on camera. So you can see the size of it. And you can see the end of it. So I always do that. Yeah. So and that. So I've got it covered both ends, both sides I should say. And press it.
Oh, nothing to it, is there?
It's simple when you know how to do it.
Nothing to it.
It's so hard when you don't know how to do it. but yeah, there you go. So brakes back on.
Yeah.
Everything back together. I'm sure that everybody can obviously work out. Mirror goes back on. Cap goes back on. So simple. You'd almost think we'd done it before.
Yeah.
Okay. We hope that helps you. Please subscribe to Steve's channel. I do get on it now and again, help him out. So.
What do you mean you're becoming the star of the channel now?
I don't know why. What a joke. We are going to put a couple more videos up for you over the next couple of weeks while Steve is. Hopefully you enjoy them and subscribe to him. Cheers. Hope that helps you.
Okay.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, it's not a difficult job, but there are a few little things that you have to notice when you're doing it, just to make sure you don't make some simple mistakes. So that's all for today. So I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you in the next one.